What's up guys, welcome to TTG News. I know I missed a bunch of videos this week, but we are back on track and I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So if you were wondering where I've been, I have just been sick for the past 2 weeks. I'm pretty much getting over it now, so that's pretty nice. And I was also really busy with school, but now I have this week off, which is nice. So let's hop into the news. First off, ITU is announcing that this year in the races, everybody gets to wear green swim caps, which I guess are more flashy, more nice to see, I guess, easier for people to see them, for the fans. And also apparently it has something to do with the anti-doping organizations or whatever. So they have green colors, so their caps are green this year. So pretty cool. And the other thing that I think is the most interesting part of this story is that the top 8 athletes get to have special swim caps with a number and a color on it. So first place has gold with number 1, silver number 2, 3 is bronze, blah blah blah, and then there's all the different colors for all the way up to 8. So I think that's kind of cool, so you can identify who are the top people in the races, and as long as you know who those are, you can recognize them a lot easier in the water, which is kind of a place where it's a lot harder to figure out who is who because everybody kind of looks the same in a swim cap when they're just swimming. So that's kind of cool. Excited to see that popping up in the next first races of the ITU season. Another cool thing I want to talk about was that the Oceanside 70.3 sponsor was a bike company called A Squared, which I've never heard of. I just kind of want to know if you guys had already heard of that company, A Squared. Haven't really heard much about this brand. I thought it'd be interesting. The bike model they have made for triathlon is called the Speed Freak, which is kind of cool, kind of a cool name. And I'm kind of interested to see if people will actually ride this bike, or they don't really care, but it's just the sponsor of this race, so they took it. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like a normal triathlon bike, like most people are riding. Most companies are making. Nothing fancy like the P5X or Andean or whatever. But still looks kind of cool. Not really sure if I would trust this brand. Pretty new, but of course everybody has to be new at some point. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the Speed Freak from what is it called? A Squared. Next thing you guys might want to know about, you guys in Europe mostly, is that Renato Bertrandi has been re-elected as the ETU president. So if you guys liked him, well, way to go. If you guys don't like him, too bad, he's back. I'm not even sure how long he stays for each time, but he's re-elected as the ETU's president. So hopefully he does some good stuff for the European Triathlon Union, and hopefully everything goes out well. Seems like a good guy from what I read, and looks like people are mostly happy that he's been re-elected. So that is cool. So this last piece of news is super cool. The Zwift world record for the longest ride has just been set, and it's 1,135.9 miles long. And it took 64 hours by this woman named Jasmine Muller. Who knows? Anyways, she rode her bike for 64 hours to get this record on Zwift, which is kind of like a thing where you can ride with people at the same time, except you're not at the same place, you're at home on your trainer. It's pretty interesting. I've never used it, I'm not very familiar with it, but apparently that was the longest ride ever made, which sounds super long. I don't know why you would want to do that. I wonder if she did it 62 hours continuously, because what if you have to pee and eat and stuff? I guess she must have just been riding the whole time. I don't know. Let me know if you guys know how this happened, because 62 hours without going to the washroom sounds kind of hard to do. But anyways, that is what's going on. Pretty crazy record. I don't know if I would ever want to do that. I'd probably get really bored. So anyways guys, that is all the news for this week. But I want to show a picture from one of you guys. I know I haven't been getting too many pictures, but this guy called Rashid that I talk to a lot on Instagram, he's asked me a lot of tips and stuff, and he actually sent me out some stuff that I want to show off in a different video. He just did his first triathlon, and he sent me some pictures on Instagram, tagged me in them. So if you guys want to see your pictures, just tag me in them. But here we go. He got a nice finisher's medal and some awesome pictures, looking really good after the race. So way to go, man. I'm really glad you managed to finish your first race, and and I'm glad to have been a little bit helpful, but I'm sure most of it comes from you. So that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next week, and never stop trying.